show you how people mess this up so badly every single time. Again, we haven't even gotten into deep fear. People are really about to start abandoning bags if we dip down here into these 15, 25 numbers of fear, which is probably what's going to happen if BTC teases 100K. So here we are, 100K BTC and 20 on the Fear and Greed Index as of November 4th. Instead of relishing in vain I told you so's, I would like to gas up the audience with a strong 60-day game plan to close out 2025. So rather than focusing on specific global catalysts like the US government no longer being shut down or whatever CZ is doing over there at Binance, I want to look at the time frames of how the market has rebounded out of fear historically. So let's take a look. So here we are on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We're going to look at time frames from jumping into greed from fear. So this one wasn't deep fear. This was September 6, 2024 to November 11th, 2024. Roughly 2 months, so we'll say 60 days. And then we have here April 6, 2025 to May 10th, 2025. So about April, May. Yeah, you're looking about 30-40 days, and we can back that up in our charts. Found this nifty measuring tool here that measures time and percentage gain. So if we see here, we're currently bouncing off of this indicator here, which I have shared is the exponential moving average. This orange line is our primary support line. If this falls through, we're done. But right now it's just bouncing off according to plan. If we measure from a previous bounce, this was September 2024 to we won't even go to the peak. We're just gonna say from September 2024 to this green candle here, October 2024. I'm gonna measure from here to here, this line. This isn't even all the way up, just right here. That's nearly a 50% gain in BTC, and it took, if you read the blue bar, it says 46%, 8 bars, 56D, which means 56 days, okay? So not even 2 months. Let's look at another one. We have this bar here the last time it jumped off. From this line, all the way up, again, we're not even gonna go to the peak. Again, another 50% jump, for 42.92%, 6 bars, and it says 42D. So a month and some change. A 50% jump from where BTC is right now would put us at an all-time high of 150,000. And these previous jumps off of this support line here have been, and again, that's not even the full extension of the peak. We're just talking the small bit right here over a month time frame. So we know we buy fear and we sell greed. If we're looking at the Fear and Greed Index, and it is as deep in fear as we want it to go, trust me, you don't want it to fall below 100K, then it's bad news from there. We're buying fear and selling greed. What you want to do is take a look at the tokens that you hold and allocate according to what you think is going to have the best narrative for November, December, and rotate accordingly. So what does that mean? Well, let's go take a look at altcoins. I honestly had to block some people I've known a long time because it's clear that they just don't know what the heck they're doing, and I don't like bad energy around me, even if it's joking. And altcoin season is dead, bro. You just want your altcoins to do well. You just don't know what the hell you're talking about, have no conviction, and you're about to round trip this cycle. I digress. Let's look at some altcoins. Solana is looking horrible right now, but that's okay. Why? Because they still have the best narrative. We were at 156. I need to start actually looking at this big glaring price point instead of trying to read the chart directly. We're at $156 right now with the all-time high of what, 250? that is a strong upside gain. And altcoins go as Bitcoin goes. And if we go back to the altcoin chart, and I've only just started using this, but it's very helpful. It basically tells you when to sell. In my previous video, I showed that this called out the peak for Solana and other altcoins follow. So this is, and I'll just show it again. This is September 19th, 2025. And if you look at Solana's price on September 19th, it basically called the top for Solana, like almost to the day. So what does that mean for us? That means we want to accumulate altcoins when it's like, oh, Bitcoin season, everyone's abandoning their bags. When it's altcoin season, that means altcoins are running. When it's Bitcoin season, it means people are abandoning their altcoins to buy more Bitcoin, basically. And that also means all of your altcoins are on the cheap. So the point I really want to drive home is, if we're bouncing off of this level, we did it once here, March 31st, is that? Yeah. And then we did it here, August 26, 2024, and then March, April 2025. If we bounced off here and we believe we're still in a bull market, which I think most people do, we did it here, we did it here. And we know it takes 30 to 40 days. I mean, that sounds like a long time, but that's into November. That's Thanksgiving. That's sitting around the table and that meme comes out that circulates every year. Hey, so-and-so, come down and tell us about those magic internet coins you've been trading. And the guy's coming out of the attic looking like dusty as F. Like, yeah, like that's on its way here. So you want to pile in now so you can get the cheapest price. I'm just already irritated because as much as this information is already out there for people who look and try to study and try to improve their trading, there's always those people that want to like leverage their home and start selling their watch collections when the price gets like here, or when the price gets here, and then the market turns. You don't want to buy in greed, you want to sell in greed and buy in fear. So if we know it takes 30 to 40 days, we want to look at our altcoins. Here's SWI, and I have ZBCN. I know ZBCN has some big announcement, release, whatever, November 28th. I really don't care. I don't marry my bags. I just move to where the money is. If I know there's a big release coming out at November 28th, that's 4 weeks from now, I'm expecting roughly 4 weeks. I'm expecting Bitcoin to already be on a tear. And if Bitcoin's already going to be on a tear before that, this price point is probably going to return to my entry, which was, I accumulated most of mine around this 0.003839 level is where I accumulated most of my bags. So I'm down a little bit. I'm not crying about it, but yeah, I'm down right now. It's going to likely return to this once, or my entry, once Bitcoin rebounds. But then once it starts approaching that release date, 50, 60, 70, who knows? But then what I plan to do is take profits and then pour that into another altcoin that has a catalyst, events, or narrative coming up. Other narratives I like. So ZBCN is a real world assets or a real world payment play. It's kind of linked to that XRP QNT narrative. And then there's the privacy narrative, which got really big because Arthur Hayes brought up Zcash, which went crazy. So now privacy narratives are cool again. And I have a privacy narrative I can pour my ZBCN gains into. And then there's Clearpool. I think Clearpool is a small market cap real world asset play. I like it. It's really, really small, 60 million market cap. And I like that it's bouncing off the floor. I like things that are bouncing off the floor because with the simple logic is like they can't really go much further down, especially if it's reacting to the market. And Clearpool has been. It's been reacting. This is where it was last time Bitcoin ran up to greed. Okay, the market cap was, what was that? 390 million. That's That's a 5x from where it is now. So if you have $1,000, you can make $5,000 on your $1,000 just by holding something, if it returns to that level. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, you need, if you have $1,000, and I just want to share this with people because people, I feel like they want to get on these perpetual futures exchanges and start playing with leverage, and you can make a lot of money quick. You can turn $100 into $5,000 in like 2 weeks of trading on that consistently. But then you get that $5,000 and you get to 10,000. Now you're getting cocky. Now instead of playing with 3 to 5x leverage, you're playing with 10 to 20x leverage, and all it takes is for one move like this, and then you're liquidated. You're done. And then you're crying tears. It's not worth it. Instead of trying to make money quick with perpetual futures, what I like to do is just ride an altcoin's narrative up, sell it, rotate that into another altcoin that has another narrative coming up, flip that bag and repeat.